Hello again, herb lovers. It's Toni here from Life, Love and Lettuce, and welcome back to the kitchen. And today I've got a very special guest. Our lovely video editor slash cameraman Phil is going to step out from behind the camera and come and join us in the kitchen. I'm
being unleashed. Hello.
Hi Phil, how's it going?
Good, good. We've filmed a couple of videos, so
all is
I'm looking
going
forward
well.
to this one.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to make a very simple herbal vinegar. And Phil and I were just talking off camera before, and Phil actually learned to do this when he was probably about 7 years old, but I think he may have forgotten that.
Oh, it's been 2 decades, so yeah. No, I don't remember that anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Phil, who's going to start by hopefully being able to identify some of the herbs that we have on the board.
Oh dear, I didn't know you were going to do this to me. Okay, this is rosemary.
That's rosemary, well done.
We'll come back to that one. This is a mint of some kind.
That is a mint, well done.
See, I want to say that these are chives, but I know that they're not.
They are chives.
They
You've
are?
done well, yes. But can you smell them? And what else do you smell in them? They're really garlicky, aren't they?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because I thought chives were just the cylindrical ones.
They are really skinny ones, but these are big garlic chives, and they grow
flat.
really well in our garden.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And we've just used this one in one of our videos.
Did we?
We did. It's just tricking you because it doesn't have the flowers.
Tricking me because it doesn't have the flowers. Oh, this is pineapple sage.
That's right.
That makes sense.
That's
okay.
Right. These we talked about before in the hoop house. Me and this herb have this love-hate relationship going on.
Oh wait, this was yesterday?
Yeah. Was it yesterday? I thought it might have been.
We were out there yesterday.
Were we?
Is this dill?
That is dill.
Yes,
They're dill flowers.
okay.
Well done.
Because that's the huge plant in there, right? That's
It
hitting
is
the roof.
really tall.
Okay.
Taking over.
This one.
Starts with 9.
You talked about this in the edible flowers, didn't you?
I did.
So I should know. Wait, this was a nasturtium flower?
That is well done. Well done. Okay. So
that went much better than anticipated.
So we've got all of our herbs. Phil's been learning about herbs the same way that everyone on the video has been learning about herbs, and he's doing really well. He just gets to see it over and over and over again because he has to keep rechecking the videos.
Just go back and nasturtium. Okay, yeah, got that one. Okay.
So what we're going to do is just make a really simple vinegar. We've got some apple cider vinegar here. Now you can use lots of different vinegars to make your herbal vinegars, and it depends on what flavour combination you want. Apple cider vinegars are really good all-round flavour to use for your vinegars, but you can use white vinegar, you can use white wine vinegar, you can use red wine vinegar, you can use plum vinegar, you can use all kinds of vinegars depending upon what flavour combinations you want. And I just went out and grabbed a whole load of herbs out of the garden just to make this look pretty, and we're going to do a very simple cold extraction process. There are other processes for making herbal vinegars, and if you'd like to hear about those, let us know down below and we can go into those. But to start with, Phil's just going to make a really pretty arrangement in that tiny little bottle in front of us. How do you think you'll go with that, Phil?
Should be all right.
You don't have to use everything.
Okay. With the nasturtium flower, I assume I just pick out the leaves and shove them in?
No, I'd actually just push the whole thing in. I've got a stick here, chopstick for you to do that, and you can push it in and arrange it in the bottom of the bottle. So we're trying to make things look pretty as well, so we don't have to use everything. So
okay.
we can cut the stalks off if you just want to use the little bits.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should do that.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
that's just extra space otherwise.
It is.
Okay, let's throw a couple of you in to start.
And what we're doing is we're just basically building a flavour that you can use as a base in your stews or your stocks, or as a base for salad dressings. There are so many wonderful ways you can use herbal vinegars. And just by putting different herbs in, you're just going to have a whole array of different flavours. And I've always used this method because it's just easier. You know, I'm all about ease, and then we fill the vinegar up and we leave it to sit for a couple of weeks somewhere, and the herbs extract into the menstruum. That one might be a bit big. You might just want to...
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll just throw the head in.
Yeah, that might be the way to go.
And then, I mean, we can always use those later.
Yeah.
I might pick those off and throw them in something.
That's the wonderful thing about these as well. Afterwards, we can just leave these to dry, and then we've got herbs that we can use in our cooking as well once they've dried. Absolutely nothing goes to waste, and I'm really passionate about making sure that nothing goes to waste that you've carefully grown and loved and tended, and you'll see a little bit of that in some of our videos. So you can imagine doing this with a whole class of 7-year-olds, and then we sold them all at the school fete. It went really well.
Yep, don't remember it.
You don't remember it?
No.
You don't remember playing golf at the school fete?
Let's not go into my childhood on camera.
Okay. All right, so what haven't you got in there yet? Lemonade. Okay, you're going for the leaves. Going for the leaf approach. Everybody does it differently. That was the other thing that's what I always find fascinating when you do something like this. People do things differently. And the other thing about the vinegar that you choose is that, like I said, the apple cider vinegar is a really good all-round vinegar. Some people prefer white wine vinegar because it's a little lighter, and that can be really nice when you're using very fine herbs. Did I bring fennel in here? No.
No, I think you talked about it, but I didn't see it here.
No. I went to get some. I must have changed my mind and brought dill in instead. There you go. So it's nice if you're using very fine herbs like fennel or what are some of the other ones? I can't think of the fine herbs at the moment. I'm having one of those senior moments that I have.
Use tarragon or oregano?
Yes. No, oregano you'd use this for because it's a really strong flavoured herb, but you would definitely use tarragon in a white wine vinegar because it's got a much less pungent flavour.
What would you use, because do you know how much I love balsamic vinegar?
Yes.
What sort of things would you want to use in balsamic?
Really strong herbs like...
Because you want to compete with the balsamic?
Yeah, like rosemary,
okay.
A bruised basil or something like that, a really strong basil.
Yeah, anything that's meek is just going to get drowned out by the balsamic, basically.
Absolutely,
yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Okay, so do you think you've got enough in there? It smells amazing.
Yeah, it smells really good. I might throw one of those in there, and then I think I'm done.
You think you're done? Okay.
I'm prone to otherwise putting too much in there because
you can't really put
I do everything in excess.
You can't really put too much in there. We've got some lemon skin and lime skin actually here that we can throw in there.
Let me throw some of that in there. Since I'm such a fiend for lemons.
From another video. So there we go. Throw some of that in there. It just makes it look pretty. You could put peppercorns and things like that in there if you want to, but there we go. Top her up.
Just top her up. Okay.
Top her up.
And make sure I don't overfill it because
that's right.
I'm prone to doing that.
Yeah. And this bottle's just come straight out of the dishwasher. You can get really fussy and sterilise your bottles if you want to, but honestly, a good acidic vinegar, nothing is going to grow in it. That's the reason that we're using the acidic nature of the product. And we're going to want to
I want to go right to the top, right?
Yeah.
And I want to push that bit of...
We're going to want to push things in, yes,
down.
because we want everything under the menstruum, which is a very fancy name for the liquid that things are sitting inside. And what that's going to do, like the tea video we made recently, is it's just going to suck, basically, the fragrance out of and flavours out of the herbs and all the good healthy constituents. We pop the lid on it. We want to make sure that we've got a plastic lid because obviously vinegar is acidic and we don't want metal anywhere near it because then we're going to end up with rust in our vinegar, which is not what we want.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No. So there we go. So then we can just leave that sitting neatly. Actually, what we could do, Phil, see how there's all those air bubbles in there?
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to give it a stir?
We can give it a stir. It's not so much a stir as just ease the air bubbles out of it with the chopstick. So there's quite a lot of bubbles
Oh,
here
yeah.
actually. There's
I
a
just
lot of
broke
fizzing going on here.
Well, this is one of our homemade vinegars, isn't it? So
It
it's
is.
super active.
So it's very busy.
Rather than if you got something from the supermarket, it would have been, what's the word? Pasteurized or whatever. So
It would, but it's really nice still to get unpasteurized vinegar if you can. So yes, we make vinegar out of scrap apples.
we grow a lot of everything. So
Yeah.
we like to use everything we can instead of letting it rot. Unless we're feeding the garden, in which case rot is good.
Okay, I think so.
I don't think that piece of,
It's not going to stay down.
no, that garlic chive does not want to play ball.
Okay, well what you can do then is you can get a nice big leaf
Form a little layer with it.
and put it on the top
Yeah.
and see if it will hold everything down. It's not going to work.
No.
It's all right. It'll all sink. It'll stay in. You can just give it a shake. So what we're going to do now is we're going to leave this on the bench or in where we leave all of our stuff, and every so often we're just going to go by and give it a shake, make sure everything's getting covered. And in a couple of weeks we will have a beautiful fragrant vinegar that we can use in our cooking. And what we can do at that stage if we want is we can filter it out and take all the herbs out, and then you can just like put one sprig of something in just to make it look pretty, or you can just use it with the herbs in it. It doesn't really matter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you need to worry about burping it at all since it's...
It would be a good idea, I think,
Yeah.
with the fact that this is so active.
Yeah, okay. That was my only other question, really.
Yeah. So
Besides that, pretty easy.
good. Okay. Well, there you have it. He's come out from behind the camera. You may see him again more often. Who knows? Anyway, it's bye from me, love and lettuce, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye for now.